Hello guys and welcome to a new video, and today it's all about regeneration. Especially if you train multiple times a week or if you're having more matches during a day, during a long competition for example, it is extremely important to regenerate as fast as possible, and you've probably already had that feeling of very tired muscles and that you couldn't perform during the last matches in a tournament for example, or that you just cannot train with the same quality on the last day of the week compared to the first day. So today I want to show you a few tools that can maybe help you to speed up your recovery, maybe feel better after a hard training, after a hard day of tournaments. And I will also explain you when and how you should use those tools. I'm pretty sure you've all have seen this one here, the black roll. Probably you've also tried it out already or maybe using it on a daily basis, and you can really see it all over the place. There's such a huge hype about the black roll over the last couple of years. Today they are already coming in many different shapes and many different colors. And the question is, how much does the black roll really help to regenerate, or when does it make sense to use it? And there just recently has been a big meta study and meta-analysis of different studies, all looking at the effects of the black roll. And I think there are some really interesting things and facts about it. And the study says that the biggest effect probably you have pre-workout. So if you use the black roll before you work out, before you have a competition, you can increase your mobility and without decreasing your performance. So for example, if you do long stretching, then you also increase your mobility, but you will probably, or you will get slower, you will decrease your performance. With the black roll you can increase the mobility without that negative effect. You can also increase your performance even a little bit, so the effect is quite small, so you can see it here with the percentage, but maybe those percents can help you to win in the end. But I think the most interesting thing about that analysis is that they couldn't find any significant effect on the regeneration if you use the black roll after your workouts or after your competition. I think most people are using the black roll quite excessively after competition, after workout, but yeah, there's no real evidence that the recovery process gets speed up by it. But there's one thing I want to point out, and if you're feeling better after rolling after a match, then you should definitely do it, because it can reduce the muscle pain, the muscle soreness, and just increase or improve your well-being after a hard training, after a hard session. So I think this is a really important point. There's one disadvantage in my eyes about the black roll, and it's that you can only roll a full muscle. You cannot really go into some trigger points and go deeper into the tissues. And I think especially after a competition, that is sometimes what I really would like to do. If I see there's a hard spot here in my calf or my shoulder, I want to go in there, and that is quite hard with the black roll because you only can roll the full muscle. So I think there are two great things to do exactly that. And on one hand, you've probably also seen it, is black roll also has these balls, but also just a normal lacrosse ball. They are very cheap, they can do the trick as well. And with those you can go really deep into the tissue. You can focus on certain trigger points. And I think especially here in badminton, the shoulder sometimes has a lot of work to do, and also the muscles feel really tired and you feel really a lot of tension in different points. So with the ball you can really go into these trigger points, and in my experience that helped me a lot to release a lot of tension there in the muscles, and I felt a lot better when I was using one of these balls after a competition or after a hard training. So lately there's one more new trend about these massage devices, and I was a bit skeptical in the beginning, I have to say, but now I'm definitely satisfied with these massage guns. So the gun is using vibrating pulses, and you can go over all the muscles you want, and you don't need a lot of power. You can just massage yourself, and it's really comfortable and really relaxing. After a hard match or after a hard tournament, I always found it a little bit annoying to use the black roll, for example, because, for example, when I was rolling my legs, I always had to go up here on my arms to put pressure on, and it was not relaxing at all for my upper body, for example. So it was nothing I was looking forward to do using the black roll. But now with the gun, I'm really looking forward to the end of the session, because it is it just feels really good. I'm enjoying using it. And I can just recommend you, if you're training a lot, if you're having hard competitions, try it out, and I'm pretty sure you will also be satisfied. In the beginning, those devices were quite expensive, but now they are really affordable, and they also come in quite handy with a small bag. You can carry them with you easily, and you don't have to charge them so often, because the battery for this one here lasts 4 hours, so you can use it for many trainings, many tournaments without recharging it. So this one I'm using here is really affordable, and you can switch between 4 different intensity levels, and you also have 6 attachments you can put in here, always depending on what kind of muscle you want to massage. I will link this one here in the description below, and there you will also find a code where you get 10% off. So yeah, definitely have a look at it. So when you're doing a lot of sports, having a lot of training, competition, but also when you generally have a lot of sore muscle pain, I think this is the perfect tool for you to help you relax and yeah, just give yourself a nice massage from time to time. So my conclusion is, all these things can definitely help you to regenerate, or at least feel a lot better after a hard training, after a hard session. But as I said, try it out. It's also a very individual thing. All the studies also showed that there are interpersonal differences, and there's no tool that fits everybody and fits everybody the same way. But if you take regeneration really serious, those are 3 things I think you should consider and maybe put into your bag and take it with you to the training or to the competition. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this one, and if you're interested in the topic of regeneration, I think there are so many more things like sleep, nutrition, but also having a cold bath, what you've probably already seen. So let me know in the comments if you want to hear or learn more about this. And otherwise, as usual, don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button, and then I hope I see you in the next video.